What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and welcome back to another episode of Forza Motorsport 6. Check out this piece of artwork right here. This is such a beautiful car. The LaFerrari, ladies and gentlemen. This thing is one of 499. Only 499 LaFerraris have ever been made in the history of the LaFerrari. It's a new car, so I guess it kind of has like a pretty short history. But anyway, yeah, only 499 were made, and so it's one of the most rare Ferraris out there. It's extremely high tech, and it's crazy. I believe that the like owner and CEO of Ferrari had to like personally like confirm you to be okay to have this car. Once you have it, you cannot sell it. Like, you can't sell it on the private market to a secondary person or anything like that. Like, you have to keep it forever. And I'm pretty sure that when you bought it, you would fly out to Ferrari and they would like measure you and custom fit the car around you. So like the seats and the distance from the pedals and all that kind of stuff was all completely customized to you as a person, which is crazy to think about. But today we are going to be racing on the Hockenheimring out in Germany.
Your next race will be at Hockenheim, featuring very slight elevation changes.
Okay, that wasn't much of a description there, but yeah, we're gonna be racing at Hockenheimring, and man, I'm excited. This is a sexy car. We won it, I believe. Did we win it in one of our showcase spinny things? I don't know. It was already in our garage, so if somebody puts a LaFerrari in my garage, I'm not gonna complain. I'm just gonna drive it, right? So let's get it, boys. I'm excited. Our third episode, really, our fifth and sixth race in this episode of the new Hypercar series. We hit the Lamborghini Veneno, then we did the Bugatti Supersport in the last episode, and now we're on the LaFerrari. We still have like the P1, Bugatti Huayra, and a couple other badass cars, so should be good. Alright, so first race is going to be outside of the vehicle, second race is going to be inside. You guys know the deal with that. Looks like we have 4 laps here. I love the whining of Ferraris, the way they sound. I was at Walgreens the other day. I really like. So anyway, I come out of Walgreens. Let me take the story from the top. I come out of Walgreens and I'm in my GTR, like I drove it there, and I come out and I see at the like stoplight that those Walgreens is on the corner. There's a Ferrari, like maybe like I think it might have been a 360 Modena, so it was kind of old. It was like a 90s Ferrari, but I mean any Ferrari is badass. Oh my goodness, we're hitting a wall or hitting something. Holy cow! That was terrifying. We're gonna try to stick with it. Anyway, so it was an older Ferrari, still obviously very cool. And I was like scampering, like I wanted to get in the car. I was with Chelsea, and so I was like, Chelsea, get in the car. We're gonna go try to like, pull up next to this guy, because I like getting pictures like with other cool cars and stuff like that. And the light turned green, and he floored it. I don't know what he was doing. It was a very irresponsible thing to do in a residential area, but it was really cool. Like, he floored it, and he probably got up to like 120. And it was just like the Ferrari screeching, and that was a really bad screech. Didn't sound anything like it. But it was just like, oh dude, I literally like, I had a moment. I'm not gonna lie. It did it for me more than Chelsea does. It got me excited quicker in the pants. Oh man, but seriously though, it was the dumbest thing, but the coolest thing at the same time. Like he killed it. I love the sounds that they make. That's my little story for you guys today. This is just such a gorgeous car, dude. Look at this thing. I feel bad for breaking it like we have. Bugatti's trying to get around us. Just the downshifts. You guys see that? Sounds like Cooper when he's crying because he wants to get in the pool and I'm not letting him. Oh, dudes, we're like on the turns. Our car is messed up. Our car is in bad shape. Braking's no good. Oh, dude, this is just not good. Venom. I'm nervous. We're gonna hold off this third place spot. Get to the next race inside with it, and I can do a little bit better. It's just much harder these last couple of episodes. It's when you're going as fast as you are in these cars, you have to be so preemptive about braking and stuff like that. Like, it's much harder to stay on course. I feel like I'm skating all over the track, like I'm racing on ice. It sounds so good. I really need to get something on my GTR. Oh, the same. So this is my. I talked about this in the GTR episode when we used the GTR in this game. But that same day when I wanted to pull out and meet up with that Ferrari, I was pulling out of the Walgreens parking lot. The Ferrari was gone. Like there's no way I was gonna catch up with them. So I wasn't like in a hurry anymore. And there was a couple of little kids. They were probably like, I don't know, 12 or 13, something like that. There were two of them on their bikes. Like they had ridden up to Walgreens to get a soda or something like that. And they both stopped and they were staring at my car. And then one of them, he gave me like the little like motorcycle, like the throttle on a motorcycle. And I was like, all right. So I revved it for him, and he was like, you could tell he was really impressed. Like they were both like all about it. But I was thinking like, oh dude, the GTR, like it kind of sounds a little bit like a blender. It sounds good when you get into those super like aggressive high notes and stuff, like when you're revving it or when you're really flooring it. That's when it sounds good. But just like normally, it doesn't really like snap your neck. You know what I mean? Like it's not something to write home about. So that's why I want to get an exhaust on it. I was thinking about it like, you know, obviously with that, then you're gonna have the cabin drone, where when you're inside the car, you're gonna hear the exhaust because it's a louder exhaust in general. And that's like, that kind of detracts from the ride quality in terms of like, if you're gonna be going on like a longer trip or something, like you don't want to listen to that hum of that exhaust like non-stop. But then I was thinking like, I don't go on like road trips in the GTR. Like it's that thing. I drive it for fun, and I drive it to like, I don't know. I feel like I would enjoy it a lot more if it sounded aggressive. And I felt like I already feel like I'm driving a race car, but if it was just like that last piece was in place, I feel like I would like that. I don't think it'd ever get old in terms of like the drone. Then I wouldn't have to listen to the radio. Just take the radio out. Listen to the engine all day, son. And it adds like 70 horsepower, so I can knock it up from 545 to like 605 or something like that. 615. Like 60, I think 60 to 80 horsepower on some of the ones I was looking at, so it's kind of cool. Alright, boys. Well, we're hanging on to third. On the last lap, Pagani's making me a little bit nervous. This one has absolutely screwed you many times. There it is. Oh man, he is up in our grill. Okay. Boys, I'm gonna be very sad. Oh my gosh, I thought he was gonna clip our fender right there. Would have been night-night. How close are we to the finish line, dude? I'm nervous. I don't know if we should go hard to make sure you can't catch up to us, or if we should try to play it safe and slowball it and just get our car in the way of his to where he can't pass us. Both have their positives and negatives. Ooh, that was a good turn. I'm going aggressive. This entire race was a waste if we don't get first. I mean, if we don't stay in third, we don't get the first, that's for sure. Woo! We got it, boys. Oh my gosh. I went off the track a little bit right there into the grass. That made me nervous. We're good. That was close. That was too close for comfort. All right. Good stuff, boys. Could have bump up our Ferrari Infinity level. Or Affinity. Infinity. Alright, next race. Where are we going? Autodromo Nazionale
will be
Monza.
at the Autodromo Nazionale Monza, opened in 1922 as a palace of speed.
A palace of speed. Alright, boys, we're going to Italy. In the LaFerrari. That's, we're home, baby. We're at home. We're going to feel right at home on this track, and hopefully we're going to be able to get a win. Let's do it, boys. Final race with the LaFerrari. Final race of this series of races. We're going to do the next like, series, we're going to choose hypercars again, because we still have quite a few we need to get through, but... It's the last race of our first hypercar series. Looks like we have 5 laps. And a long straight here. This is kind of cool. This would have been good for the Bugatti. We're flying. Slide through. Slide right on into them DMs, baby. Why are you braking? Come on, go! Press the gas. We're racing. It's not a brake competition. Dude, lots of straights. This would have been the perfect Bugatti track. Wow. All right, now he hits the gas. Holy cow, dude. I feel like we are flying. It's gonna be a long race. 5 laps and it's a decently long track. Ready for the long haul, baby. I love this square wheel. This is cool, dude. Looking at the steering wheel and stuff. Just, oh, this is a beautiful car. Look at that Italian flag in between the 2 air vents. That's kind of cool. 200 club? 200 club. Let's do it, boys. Keep up the speed all the way through here. We can. Pucker up, Buttercup! Let's go! I'm gonna see Vidim GT up here. That's all we gotta be. Come drifting around the corner. Let's get it. Got him! Let's go. I was thinking, like, aren't we gonna have to brake soon? And it popped up all of a sudden. I'm just like, I'm fascinated by this car, dude. I'm like looking around the car, looking at the speedometer, looking at like that little switch thing. Oh wow, look at where the turn signals are. It's a button on the steering wheel. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a car with that before. And of course you've got that, all the newer, kind of like modern day Ferraris have that, the LED strip in the steering wheel that essentially advises you when to shift. That's kind of cool. Just trying to kill some straights. We got him on the turns though. Sir, getting a little bit airborne. I wouldn't advise going over speed bumps at 100 miles an hour in a $1 million plus car, but that was a bad turn. It looks like he might have had a bad turn too because he didn't catch up. Just about halfway through the race, still looking good. Told you we were going to feel at home here, didn't we? Nice. So much to look at. Are the rear view mirrors in this game true? I would assume they are. What's up above that? Are those more fans? I don't know, this thing's like a rocket ship. I don't even see that it has a radio. I don't think it does. Obviously there's no like, I just don't see any knobs or anything. I don't think it does, yeah. Looks like it just has like a climate control, like heat and AC, but 169-mile-an-hour turn. Sheen to Christmas. We are killing it right now, son. Killing the game, all right. I kind of wish we had a bit more competition, honestly. Staying out in front and just whomping people isn't all that fun. Second and third aren't too far behind, I guess, but we got out in front and we kind of just led this entire race. Entire out of the grass track. Solid. Right-hand turn up here, and that's going to take us on to the final lap, boys. This has been quite the series so far. I don't like how in the bottom right, like on our HUD, we have miles per hour, but then the right side of the gauge cluster, it's in kilometers. Wish that was uniform. 300 kilometers an hour. So 200 miles per hour is 321 kilometers per hour. You learn something new every day. This is so crazy. Can you imagine taking a turn like that at 170 miles an hour? I've been watching rally car videos on YouTube lately. And it's just like those guys are going so fast. Completely, like, I'm not gonna say out of control of their cars, but like, you know what I mean? Like they're like in the moment they have no control. The control that they have is leading up to what it is. You know what I mean? Like they're sliding, and as long as they go into that slide correctly, like at the start of the slide, then that's essentially their control. But once they start sliding, it's not like they can magically change directions. And it's like these guys are going so fast through like woodland areas with trees and stuff. One wrong move and you're wrapping yourself around a tree at like 80, 90, 100 miles an hour. It's just that it's terrifying. Those guys are insane. Absolutely insane. I really want to get, so I've been talking about this for a while. Eventually we're going to have to get it. Probably after all the craziness of Fallout 4 and Black Ops 3 and stuff like that. But I really want to get a steering wheel and I want to play Dirt. The Dirt game on PC. Dirt 2, I don't know. I bought it. I already have it on Steam. And I think that'd be really fun. It's like a rally car simulator game, so. But anyway, there you guys have it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. That was a dominating performance there with the LaFerrari. I think we're going to get enough for a wheel spin here. Yes, sir. And wait for that 880 to come back. I'd take the 1,000,000 credits. Not the 50,000 credits. Thanks, asshole. Ooh, nice. 3,500 from Ferrari. And we're going to continue on to our next series of races. I'll see you guys there.